Welcome to the first annual Pyeongsang Awards presented by One to Sarang. Here are your hosts, Monica Sabial, Pia Mercado, and Trency Gagaanan.
1, 2, Sarang!
Hey!
Hey! Annyeong, I'm Monica.
I'm Pia! And I'm Trency, and this is one to Sarang's Pyeongsang Awards! Woo!
Yes!
Welcome everyone, and hello YouTube! We are finally here!
Whee! And of course, we are still on both Spotify and Apple Podcasts, so please continue streaming. What a year it has been for Hallyu, no?
True.
No? And we are so happy to be here for every bit of it. That's why we decided to look back at 2022 to talk about what stood out in K-drama and K-pop for us three.
And that is why we are doing a 2-part season finale for our podcast. A 2-part season finale na tayo. The first part will be all about K-pop. Well, the second part will be all about K-drama. We have different categories prepared for our Pyeongsang Awards.
Pero bakit naman Pyeongsang? O, diba? This has always been central to us three about how One to Sarang is all about flat table discussions on Hallyu. So thank you for joining our little Pyeongsang, or in Filipino, Papag. Wow, spell Papag. P-A-P-U-G. This year. Oh, Papag, you get a Papag, you get a Pyeongsang, you get a Pyeongsang. Everyone gets a Pyeongsang.
Yay! I want one for Tarlac.
Yeah. Yes, I want one for my bedroom.
Okay, so for this awards, each of us chose our own winners for the different categories we selected for this show. We will be telling you guys why we think our choices deserve a Pyeongsang.
So for K-pop, here are our categories.
Best thing that happened in 2022 K-pop. Best solo release. Best live stage. Favorite artist discovery. Best collab.
Yan ang mga Pyeongsang Awards natin for the first annual ever annual. Kaya natin to. Okay.
And it's so very exciting. And now, we begin the first ever One to Sarang Pyeongsang Awards with our first category. Wow, talagang show!
Love it though.
The 2022 Pyeongsang Awards first category. The best thing that happened in 2022 K-pop.
Guys, alam natin, no, 2022 marks the reopening of the global concert scene. Especially for K-pop, pandemic K-poppers like us. Parang, wow, eto na yung year na we were finally able to fully experience the K-pop. Kasi concerts here and there, like, pop.
Correct.
Like, and there was so many things happening on a weekly basis. Like, naalala ko nga, nagsimula pa ako ng parang K-pop roundup, I don't know, pang extra content on Instagram, but then I only posted like twice or something kasi parang, oh my god, I can't keep up. There's too many things happening, right? And of course, aside from concerts and like the comebacks, the disbandments, may mga scandals even. Kaya naman na-bring up itong category na to. So what was the best thing that happened in 2022 K-pop for you? For my award, the best thing that happened in 2022 K-pop for me is the 4th gen girl group domination.
True that.
The domination of the 4th gen girl groups was insane. I mean,
super.
And we discussed this before. We even had like an episode with Mick na, can you teach us about girl groups? And you know, we kind of knew a little bits and pieces about them already. Pero while learning, kahit papano we knew some of them already. And even after that episode, parang mas lalo akong nakita, na-realize na, man, they did so well this year. As in, we have Lesserafim, Idol, NewJeans. My God, like how that fresh thing na linatag sa atin ng NewJeans was insane, diba? Stacy, Nmix, Kepler, Luna. So, yon, hands down, that is my award. My award goes to them because they did so well. Great songs, great comebacks, great concepts, great impacts. I'm so happy that they're doing so well.
Go GGs! I really love this girl group domination this year as well. As definitely highlight din para sa akin yung ng 2022.
This tsunami of like GGs. And then you can see on the lists of like the best 2022 songs and K-pop songs na dominated talaga siya by the girl group. So, ang saya-saya lang. And like, they're just also fresh. I mean, matagal na namang GG dominated ang K-pop. Sa truth. I mean, like before, you know, the older groups. But like, I feel like the new girl groups are like really trying new things. Alam mo yun, parang like exploring new genres. And succeeding, which is so great. And not just congrats to the GGs, but also to the team working behind them for like really, you know, bringing in these like fresh new concepts for us K-popers to relish in. And so exciting for 2023.
Actually.
Diba? Oh my God, I love it.
For me, the best thing that happened in 2022 K-pop, my Pyeong goes to, weirdly enough, is the quote-unquote hiatus of BTS. Para sa akin, it was such a life-changing moment that really changed the landscape of K-pop and how things can be done. For them to quit while they're ahead, not exactly quit, because they're very clear that, you know, they're just really focusing on themselves. And what happened after that? Sobrang dami na nating nakitang mga solo projects from all of them. They opened us up to this whole world of music that we've always known they had within them. Pero ngayon, binuksan na nila yun. All the collaborations, all of these artistry that they're bringing forth to the table, sobrang exciting. And para sa akin, it's very inspiring also for the other groups that look up to them. So because we know that BTS is definitely paving the way for everyone. With everything that they're doing, so much more exciting things, I'm sure, happening soon because of what they have started. I love you, BTS! Once an army, always an army talaga.
Super.
You know what? That was actually my second debate. Like, kung sa kanila ko ba yung award yun, that hiatus. Na for them to say na, we're tired, we're confused, we need to recalibrate. Wow. Like, that's exactly what I'm going through also. And like, for it to be put on a pedestal like that, suddenly it feels okay to be feeling that way, and it kind of got me inspired to recalibrate. Talaga. Alam mo, kasi syempre, diba, ang daming questions when you go through that process and all that. I mean, I was very grateful, thankful that I experienced that.
And that's what makes BTS really different. Talagang ni-humanize nila lagi lahat ng experience. They're always, obviously, sabi nga ni Namjoon, dati underdogs tayo, ngayon top dogs na tayo. And they acknowledge being top dogs. But still, kaya naman sila nandun because of that vulnerability and that connection. Na para at the end of the day, they're always going back to being human. And yun naman yung reason kung bakit natin sila gusto.
And natutuwa ko na parang, yung nga na-mention mo rin na parang they've become an inspiration. Na parang it's just also completely turning the landscape of K-pop around. Na parang before we see K-pop groups na parang they would continue on until they just vanish. And like some members don't even try or even get to experience creating music by themselves. But here they are. And maybe dahil siguro may star power na rin sila, but it also will, I feel like, inspire din all the other groups na parang you can get out of your group and create something new. And I feel like their hiatus din also gave other groups a chance din to shine.
Correct.
Kung nandyan na rin sila. Huwag natin pagkaila. Na sila naman na talaga ang number one. At I mean, everyone is unfortunately in their shadow until they just move. And kudos to them that hindi naman nila hinog ang limelight. They moved aside din naman, alam mo yun. Like, para mag-introspect and, let others shine. Woo! My Pyeongsang goes to... Actually, sinabi na siya sa intro, but the concerts of 2022. As in
local or in general?
As in the K-pop influx of... I mean, especially here sa Pilipinas, di ba? Parang like, biglang sunod-sunod lang silang dumarating. And for me kasi, like, the concert experience is the culmination of being a fan. Parang doon mo talaga fully may experience maging fan mo. Doon mo sila makikita, of course, number one. Doon mo may experience yung music nila live. Doon mo may meet yung iba mong mga co-fans. Doon mo magagamit yung mga merch mo. Alam mo yun, parang like lahat ng parang kinik mo nung hindi mo pa sila nakikita. And especially us nung pandemic na matagal din talaga natin silang hindi nakita. Parang doon mo talaga siya malalabas. And ang sarap lang, and particularly sa experience ko din of like the concert that we've seen. Parang ang sayang explosion lang siya of, all the frustrations talaga. All the feelings natin na nabuo throughout the years that we've been fans. So, I'm just so happy na it's back. Sana hindi na siya mawala. Alam mo yun.
True.
Pero please, utang na loob. Huwag naman sabay-sabay, Sakit sa bulsa, may inflation tayo, 8%.
I was gonna say,
8% inflation, guys.
For now, may awards kayo. May award kayo ng 2022. Pero so far kasi yung 2023, the calendar is kind of starting to pile up.
I know.
Medyo intense.
Medyo
parang,
intense.
Guys, pag sumobra kayo, masistrip kayo ng award, Kasi sabihin wala kaming pera. Alam mo yun?
I mean, now that you're bringing it up, pwede din ba tayong manawagan sa mga concert organizers? Alam na natin yung calendar for next year, puno na siya. Alam nyo na rin yung feedback ng mga fans. Alam nyo na rin yung kalakaran. And parang same thing, same problems that's happening with all the others. Do better lang. I mean, yes, K-pop fans can be very demanding. Yes, madaming mga sinasabi yung mga tao. Let's just like filter through. Meron naman dyang mga magagandang mga suggestions that are worth following. Because para sa akin, best concert experience yung nangyari sa atin sa Singapore because it went without a hitch. Wala tayong naging problema doon. I wish that everybody else could have the same concert experience like that. Dito naman sa bansa natin, di na natin sana kailangan lumipad para madali lang tayo mag-concert.
And I wanna add to that actually. Like for organizers, for fans, and for SM tickets. Ang gusto lang naman natin is to be happy. Like, everyone to be happy. And I feel like, if we work together, we will all be happy. SM tickets, hindi kayo malulugi. Yung mga organizers, hindi kayo malulugi. We want to show. Alam mo yon, parang, just, let's aim for progress. Yun lang. Let's negotiate. Let's be kind. Like, I'm looking at you, Twitter, ang daming bully, sa totoo lang, nakakairita.
True.
So, yun lang naman. That's all I have to say about that.
See, since ang daming nangyari sa 2022 that we can learn from, hopefully madala natin sa 2023.
Para saan pa yung pag-work on mental health during the pandemic kung kakalimutan lang natin lahat?
That, actually. Oo nga.
Okay. So now, let's move on to our next category.
The next category, Best Solo Release.
Okay, so this year, we saw a lot of solo releases from our favorite K-pop idols, or maybe mas naging mindful lang tayo because, BTS, ang dami nilang mga naging solo release. So parang, madami din palang iba pang mga nagsisolo release. Whether yung mga artists are truly going solo or kunwari active pa rin sila in their respective groups and releasing their solo singles or albums, we were definitely blessed with a lot of great songs from different artists this year. So, for me, my Pyeongsang for Best Solo Release goes to Mainit-Init Pa at ang feels ko nandun pa rin. Alam niyo na kung ano sinasabi ko. It goes to RM for Indigo. Oh my gosh, this album. Medyo nag-lay low kasi ako sa fandom ng pagiging ARMY. And to be fair, madami kasing hurt involved because masyadong malala yung parasocial relationship kong nangyari sa kanila. So, with my ex-boyfriend, Jin.
May love ka pa rin ng family niya, welcome ka pa rin sa Magnet.
tinetext pa rin nila ako every
Oo.
once in a while kasi naalala nila yung kimchi sinigang na ginawa ko para sa kanila. Pero I realized talaga yung heart and soul kung bakit talaga ako nasa BTS. Of course, I love Jimin with all my heart. Pero yung talagang strongest pull ko talaga is Namjoon and his lyricism and his artistry. Like, when I was starting to get into it, it was because I got into the lyrics and found out all the things, all the different layers. Kudos to all those armies na mahilig mag-translate. Again, shout out Dulce at Bangtan. We have Suchoy, we have Wisha. Maraming salamat po sa inyong mga tulong. Bigyan ko rin kayo ng Pyeongsang.
True that.
Pero, this one with Indigo, as in, bumalik na naman ako. And I tweeted about this. It came at a perfect time, releasing it in December, when everything is so busy. And now, like, we're in another period of transition, at least feels like it. I'm forced to introspect once again. And pag nag-introspect, best talaga na ang i-background music mo, yung genius ng isang Kim Namjoon. Grabe ka, Namjoon! Grabe po talaga!
True
Tapos
that.
umiinom pa ng Kavalan. Ano pa? Sabi mo dati hindi ka umiinom. Tapos biglang whiskey drinker ka na. Ano pang kailangan mo sa akin? Ayun lang.
Grabe na si Namjoon. Actually, I'm so happy. I see nga on Twitter on how basically it hit them. The album hit them like a truck.
Yeah.
And I feel like it was the same. I went through the album already. May feelings na ako. May mga kumirot. Like that song Lonely. May special kirot ako naramdaman when I was reading the lyrics and all that. Pero nasa punto kasi ako ngayon, at least with the busyness of everything, that I know I want to like absorb this at a deeper level and I just can't at the moment, kaya parang nakaput on hold siya. But since that, just that first two, pabasa. Like, two rounds of listening to his album. Blessed be. 2 rounds of listening to that album. Ang masasabi ko lang talaga is, iba talaga when you put your heart into everything. Like, mararamdaman mo talaga. Like, yung sincerity, you can't fake that. Like, that's all. I can't go through the songs talaga one by one now, pero I'm just so amazed at any art form actually. I mean, usually dun tayo nabablow away. Kunyari, we see a painting and it's just oozing with what they're going through, with, you know, the sincerity. I think that is the key word.
True.
Like, that's why you end up connecting to it. And with Indigo, that's all I can feel about it. Like, kahit na hindi ko palaliman ng discussion, alam ko yun na yun. So I'm
Correct.
so happy he exists. Like, what a lyricist.
I
Like,
know.
what a writer.
Oh, what a
I
writer.
love
I swear.
his
Ako
words.
parang, same as you. Parang like, I couldn't listen to it the moment it was dropped because I felt that it was something that you have to sit down and listen to. And then one
Yes.
day, parang naisip ko, oh, I'm driving today. Parang like, parang I think this is the perfect time to listen to this album. And true enough, nung nagda-drive ako, na-imagine ko lang siyang sinusulat siya, thinking na pinapakinggan niya pag nagko-commute siya in his, bus route to wherever, park or
Or on his
museum.
bike.
On his bike. Parang, I mean, that in itself, it's just so very him. And for an artist to be able to share his life with us through his songs that clearly is such an astounding achievement. Alam mo yun? Parang like, alam mong matagal nang pinag-isipan, matagal pinagbabaran. And kaya himay na siya. Kaya, in a way, ang dali lang ding i-explore or i-convey kung anong nafe-feel niya. Kasi, andun alam na niya na nakakatawa. Kasi he put that time and effort to ponder on these things. Hindi lang yung baliwala lang na, kailangan ko ng album. Ganun. Like,
Correct.
Oh.
I mean, I'm a good writer. I can write something up. But, he thought about it for a very long time.
And another thing that's
appreciate
really
that.
very astounding to me is just really the universality of emotions in general, the universality of the truth of existence. Because obviously, sino ba ako versus isang BTS superstar. But then, if he sits down and writes about his feelings, pareho kami ng nararamdaman. And at the end of the day, you're into art, you're into pop culture, whatever it is, entertainment you're consuming. because of the relation, because
Correct.
of the emotional connection.
Mm-mm.
And siguro Kim Namjoon, king of emotional connections and genius wordplay that comes with it.
Oh.
I love you, Namjoon.
Oo.
How about
And-
you, Trency?
Okay, my turn. This is a song that parang when I first heard it and saw the video, I was like, what the hell? Baka controversial yan yung choice ko na to within our group. Wow! By that, ano pa lang, it should be a clue.
Daming disclaimer.
Daming
Sino to?
disclaimer. Wow, sino to? My song. Wow. The Trot Char. Okay. So, my
Not the
winner
rap.
for best solo song for me this year is Jackson Wang's Blow! Woo!
Oh,
Yeah, as in,
I do like that
I
song.
super love the song and I super duper love the music video. As in that
Super.
as in that freaking music video and that song just they were made for each other. And I think Jackson talaga, I'm so sad na wala siya sa mga lists. Because I feeling ko hindi siya ganun, medyo underrated siya. Ang ganda ng mga kanta niya eh. Ang ganda ng songs niya and ang ganda rin niyang i-express into video. Alam mo yun? Parang like, he has this wild mind. I don't know, I hope he gains a little bit more traction. The storytelling of that song, yung mga twist and turns, may ganun siya eh. Di ba?
Mm-hmm.
Parang, and it's just so theatrical. And especially with the music video, parang as in, it's just me going back to my theater days. Wow, theater days talaga. Ang ganda-ganda lang talaga. Na-feel mo yung effort na pinasok ko doon. And, you know.
And he's good friends with Namjoon. Baka mag-collab sila eventually.
Oo,
Why
tama.
not?
Why not?
Ganda kasi talaga nung Blow. Like, yung cinematography. And just like, the sequencing of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I appreciate like one-shot videos.
I like the pile when they were piles, and every
Oo.
time he manipulates the smoke,
Yeah,
like
that's
he uses the
true.
smoke with a beat. Tama ba? If I remember correctly.
Correct. Pag
Yeah,
nagsinsabi
so
yung Blow,
good.
lumalabas yung ano. Tapos
Oo.
hinihigo pa balik. I guess,
Okay.
Monica, it's your turn. Go.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
my Pyeong goes to another solo single song din siya because unfortunately he has to go to the military.
Oh, alam ko na!
So
Naiyak ako.
I choose Jin's The Astronaut.
Oh.
Very simple lang. It was a sweet song. I love it because, and I chose it because it's a very sweet song, simple, direct to the point messaging
Correct.
na makulay because, you know, he used the concept of space and
Yeah.
navigation,
Yeah.
which, as you know, I love as, you know, a big fan of storyteller. And then I'm also a huge fan of the imagery of space. I love everything he did about it, like the packaging, how he introduced Otto, the little cute little character, the
Oh,
spaceman
grabe, bagong
character.
budol.
RJ.
Diba?
Kapatid niyo RJ
I
yun?
still love you, RJ.
Hindi.
Okay, halo ka
Pero
pala niya talaga. Iba nanay.
Pero hindi natin alam kung ano yung
Oo.
tsura ni Otto sa loob ng suit, diba?
True that. Baka lama din siya.
Baka
Ay,
naman.
alpaka pala, sorry. Hindi
Ay,
pala siya
oo nga,
lama.
tama.
Alpaka pala siya.
Anyway, I loved how he just conceptualized like the entire album, how he packaged it, and then of course the involvement of Coldplay.
Yes.
Who made the song for him.
Mhm.
And even that like he went to Argentina to perform it
Yun.
one time. That only time he was able to perform it live. I found that so touching. I don't know, parang there was everything about the song and that phase of his life, I guess, was very, very magical. Is that even?
Yes, I have to
magical. It's very Jin.
Very
Um,
Jin.
it's
Super.
very Jin. See, Jin has always had a special place in my heart ever since he sang that Tuna song. I feel like, sa totoo lang, in this K-pop world, I am collecting my fantasy barkada and Jin is one of them. Alam mo yun?
Correct.
Meron akong fantasy boyfriends, meron akong fantasy barkada.
Hindi ba sila
Love
pwede
it.
maging friends?
Pwede
fantasy
naman.
boyfriend.
Pwede naman.
Hindi.
Well, di ba ang thing ko nga, my boyfriends can start from friends.
Find a friend muna, Simon.
Find a friend muna
Best friends.
before maging boyfriend.
Looking for a best friend.
So, Jin can be my best friend.
True.
Mahabang listahan ko of possible best friends, guys.
Correct.
It's a different episode.
Yeah.
So, I love Jin. I've always had such a good time dealing with his weirdness, his kookiness,
Mhm.
how he just freaking karate chopped his birthday cake,
I
guys.
know,
Yeah.
what a weirdo.
You just can't predict his mind, which is probably
Yeah.
why I like him so much. I love
Mm.
watching him so much. Ano mo yun?
Mm-mm.
And yun lang. It's simple as that, why I choose that song.
Ay, alam mo, top 2 ko yan actually sa best. Tama yung sinabi mo, and super agree na parang like, it's just so very him. Like, and this fucking collaboration with Coldplay is just destiny. Parang they exist in this world to be with each other. May ganun siyang feels. Alam mo yun, they have the same feels and the same heart. And like the fact that it was Astronaut and then he had this beautiful song called Moon na parang, di ba? Na parang like, I love it so much. And which is like why I also love BTS so much. Because like everything just connects with them, which makes it more real. Alam mo yun, parang they're unpredictable, yes, but they're also predictable na you know where it's all coming from. And it's all coming from one source, which is love and sincerity and hope
Which
and
is
light.
I love din yung kasimplihan lang nung message niya kay Chris Martin, 'di ba? He was like, I'm going away for a while and I want to write a song that's telling armies that I'll be back.